Hello and Happy New Year to everyone out there. This is Alan of Reimaru Files, and January is already looking great with all the games coming out this month. I'll share with you which games are really making me reconsider my budget and my reasoning, or lack thereof, of wanting to play them. So without further ado, welcome to Games I Want to Play, January 2019. Tales of Vesperia. This certain Tales title has a bit of a story about being exclusive on Xbox, and me being a PS4 user, that was a big bummer for me because I loved this JRPG series. Then it got ported to PS3 as a complete edition, which included all the extra content that originally came out as DLC. That got me excited for about a week, because that's how long I believed that they were going to localize it for English. That didn't happen. But it looks like third time's a charm as we're finally getting an international release for Tales of Vesperia, which had some pretty impressive review scores long ago. Let's see if that title has indeed aged well. Ace Combat 7: Skies Unknown. Flying simulators have become extremely rare after the PS2 age, and I've sorely missed the tense situations of maneuvering in the air to take down enemy squads before they do the same to you. There are also games that challenge your mastery over your aircraft by putting you in ridiculous situations like flying through a subway or landing onto another craft mid-air. This serious test of calculation, spatial awareness, and reflexes is something you can get maybe out of a Souls-like title, but there's way too many of them. I want my flying machines and mecha back. Here's to hoping that Ace Combat 7 is going to satisfy that hunger. Resident Evil 2 Remake. I've actually only played Resident Evil 4 and 5, but I've watched my older cousins play the older titles as a scared, trembling child. So to finally experience the game that everyone was so crazy about during the golden age of PS1 horror games is something I definitely look forward to. The fact that they've adapted how RE4 plays for this remake makes me feel right at home, as it was also my favorite Resident Evil title. This might be the game where Capcom shows everyone how remakes are really done. Dragon Marked for Death. Ever since I saw what Inti Creates did with Mega Man Zero, I've had a generally positive outlook on the games they release. This new game looks like their version of Dragon's Crown, which puts them on the arcade beat-em-up genre. The way they use and make sprites has its own unique charm to it, and animate with a smoothness other developers have difficulty achieving. Also, they did an interesting pricing model, splitting 4 of their unique classes into 2 versions, but each sold at half the price. So if you're into the game just to play maybe Witch or Ninja class, which in my opinion are the more interesting classes so far, then this is a fine deal for you. Kingdom Hearts 3. Square Enix's love affair with long dev cycles hasn't waned my love for their best work. And while I didn't pick up any of the other KH titles after Kingdom Hearts 2, all I really want to see is how they plan to wrap up this series, if they actually do that at all. Though, to be honest, I'm rooting for this game to be a big success because of how much genuine work they've placed onto it. While FF15 was ideally their comeback title, I don't really see it that way. I am glad they haven't given up, and I really want to see these grand JRPG titles succeed and show the younger generations why we treasure these titles so much. So, here's to hoping, Squeenix. And those are the games I'm pretty hyped for this month. But of course, there are other titles also releasing this January, and here's a quick list to give them a bit of a shout out. Which ones are you looking forward to? Share your passion and tell us why, because who knows, maybe I'll try them, and maybe I'll even recommend them later on. Anyway, that's all for now. Stay classy. See you again.